there's a lot going on. One, new bookshelf, I don't know if you noticed. Anyway, I'm also kind of look like a mess today because today is Sunday for me, and I moved yesterday. So my house is an absolute disaster. I'll show you what the room looks like. So as you can see, it's like I'm still trying to go through my clothes, and that little lump right there is Gimli actually. And I've got like boxes and clothes, and there's a whole second box of clothes behind this one. So it's like a whole thing. I didn't feel like putting on makeup or straightening my hair to look better or putting in my contacts because I'm trying to unpack into this new house. This is my summer book haul. So like pretty much all of the books I bought from June to like August. I will say this is more volume than I typically buy in a 3-month span of books. But between the Barnes & Noble book sale this summer with like 50% off certain books, and I went to a library book sale in August, I bought and like spent like $13 on like 20 books. So I bought more than I usually do in this time period. So the first book is one that I picked up at the library book sale by James Patterson and Andrew Gross, The Jester. Honestly, I literally just went to the book sale and picked up books from authors I recognized and then read the back, and if they sounded interesting, I picked them up. I've never read a James Patterson novel, so like I thought this one sounded really interesting. It's like historical fiction, Arthurian legend with the Crusades, and I don't know. So the next book I bought will be a surprise to literally no one who's watched a single video on my channel before, because I think I talk about this man every day of my goddamn life, and that is Brandon Sanderson. I finally picked up Skyward. I've heard a lot of hate for this US cover, and like I don't like, yeah, the British cover is prettier, but this is the one that was on sale at Barnes & Noble. 1. 2, I think this is perfectly nice. I don't like Starsight that much, but you know, I don't like a lot of the other covers that I have for Brandon Sanderson, so it's really not like a big deal for me. And I think the purple is really nice. I think Spencer looks really pretty on the cover. Like I don't know why this cover gets a lot of hate. I think it's one of the better Brandon Sanderson ones for sure. So once I finish Little Women and the Silmarillion reread, this is probably the next book I'm gonna pick up. It's going to jump my TBR list and be next up because I'm Sanderson trash. The next one I picked up is by Preston and Child. It's Fever Dream. I picked this up because it is a mystery. I'm trying to read more murder mysteries. This is a murder mystery, so I picked it up. Okay, the next book, also from that same library book sale, is A Death in Good Company by Gretchen Sprague. I think I have a really odd sense of like how I pick up books at random, but again, another murder mystery. This one's Set Sail for Murder by R.T. Jordan. I don't know. The next I picked up was Sea Swept by Norma Roberts, also from the library book sale. I honestly picked this up because it has that really nice old book smell to it. And because it's Norma Roberts. I've actually never read anything by Norma Roberts, but Kate Kavanaugh, when she did her Write Like Norma Roberts, convinced me that Norma Roberts deserved my love and attention, so I'm gonna try and read this, but this is not the only Norma Roberts book I bought this summer, and so it's not the first one I'm going to read. We'll get to that in a minute. The next book I picked up was Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and like, I'm sorry, first of all, like, what? Hello? This is my second favorite cover of all of the books I've bought this summer. It's just, I love when a cover does like this shimmery thing. A while ago, I asked my Instagram for recommendations for YA fantasy, and this one was recommended to me by like quite a few different people, and has good reviews, has a super interesting premise of like these girls want to go see like, the carnival or whatever, or carnival, right, whatever, and then one of them gets kidnapped as part of the show or something. So it sounds fascinating to me. I got recommended a couple of times. Beautiful cover, was on sale at Barnes & Noble. It was like a perfect storm for me to be like, getting this. It's fate, right? It's fate. It's fate. Okay, so the other Norma Roberts book I bought was Year One. So I don't know anything about Year One except that it's written by Norma Roberts, other than it's like dystopian fantasy. But this book cover, this edition doesn't have, it's got a lovely picture of Norma Roberts, but it doesn't have any blurb, like synopsis or whatever, and it doesn't have one on the inside either. It's just praise, and I don't know if it's just because the book said like the publisher just is like, oh, it's Norma Roberts, so it'll sell, or what. So we're going into this blind, but it's fantasy. So me being who I am, this is going to be the first Norma Roberts book I pick up. I'm hoping to get it to it like before fall is out, but considering how much I actually get read and how much I have left in Little Women, we shall see. And then this is the third book I guess we've talked about that I bought from them. No, I didn't buy this at the Barnes & Noble book sale. I just went to Barnes & Noble and bought this because I love Agatha Christie. I want to write a murder mystery. Agatha Christie writes my favorite style of murder mysteries. I still have yet to find another author who there's a reason she's the queen of crime. And I'm going to keep coming back to her, I think. But I've never read a Miss Marple murder mystery, and I think Miss Marple, since I know she's a cozy, is probably going to be a little bit closer than Poirot to the style I'm going to write, so. Then from the library book sale, I feel like it's kind of obvious which ones are from library book sales and which are not, just based on the condition of the books, but whatever. John Grisham. Reason I picked this up, never read John Grisham, but I went to school in the town he lives in currently, which is Charlottesville, Virginia. UVA is the school I went to, and he lives in Charlottesville, and so I watched a movie based on a novel of his, and I don't remember what the novel is called, but the movie reminded me of To Kill a Mockingbird. So if you know what book/movie I'm talking about, it has Matthew McConaughey in it, and he's like a lawyer. Please let me know what it's called, because I cannot remember, and I can't find it with that parsed together information. So anyway, because of that, I thought I would give him a shot because everybody highly raved about that book. And I liked the movie, but I'm super weird and I don't tend to read a book after I've watched the movie. I will only do it the other way around. So I picked up Calico Joe. I'm hoping and praying this is not actually the book version of the movie that I watched, but whatever. Then we picked up Terry Brooks' The Last Black Unicorn. I literally just picked this up because it was a 2 paperbacks for 50 cents deal in a different section of the book sale, and I picked this up to complete that with the other paperback I picked up, which was The Sword of Shannara by Terry Brooks. So I just kind of kept in theme here, where this is really, this is iconic, and Reed likes the TV show that was made based on this, and it's chunky, which is my preferred fantasy, and I can't believe I haven't read Terry Brooks yet, so I wanted this, and so I thought, oh, if I like this, more Terry Brooks. And then in that book sale I saw the one thing I had really been hoping and praying I would find at this book sale was this one book, okay? And it's a shock that I haven't read this book yet, or started this series yet, based on that, and you know, you might be guessing where this is going, and that's The Eye of the World. I can't believe somehow that I've never read any of the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. I know it's super long, and I'm nervous about that. I think it's, what, 14 or 15 books? Perhaps more. It's at least 14 or 15 books, which is quite a lot. But, like, this is Brandon's favorite book series, I think, still. I mean, he finished it. He loves this guy. So I feel like it's shocking that I'd never picked it up before, and then they're all so long, and there's so many of them that I really was, like, super hesitant to pick it up. But then Murphy and Daniel Green both rave about this book, and those are, like, my two favorite booktubers, especially for fantasy book recommendations, because their taste is so on point. And since they both like it a lot, and my favorite fantasy author really likes it, it was just a perfect storm for me to pick it up myself. Okay, and the second to last book I bought was One for the Money. This was highly recommended. So here we are. As in case it wasn't obvious, fantasy and murder mystery are, like, the two things I'm looking to read right now, because I write YA. I finished a YA fantasy novel. Want to finish that series, hopefully. Am working on an adult fantasy novel, and Preptober / NaNoWriMo are going to be working on a mystery fantasy novel. And then eventually I will work on my bigger, more epic, not epic like this, but epic more like this, Mistborn, Elantris, Warbreaker, more in that vein of high fantasy, and not like Way of Kings. That's not me. Not yet. So eventually, so I need to read more fantasy and murder mysteries to write a fantasy murder mystery, or an adult fantasy, or anything like that. So hence this trend of the types of books I'm picking up. There is one other book that I bought, and that is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. This is the favorite cover. This is my favorite cover of all the books I've picked up, but I can't find it. So I don't have it, but I also plan to read that soon. So that is all of the books I bought this summer. It is a lot of books. I never ever usually buy this many books in a 3-month span, and I don't even think I could do a fall haul. I won't have enough books, probably, especially because I like to get down and read almost all of the books I've bought before I buy new ones. I feel guilty about buying more books when I have this whole shelf of TBR books. I hope you found this interesting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my ragtag appearance while I try and unpack my house and get it into a shape that is livable. So, alright, bye.